back to this. And speaker view, full screen. All right. So, welcome to my Hojo, home dojo. So we move around in these classes, Dave, and sometimes we use some weapons. So if we do something that you're not able to do, either you don't have that prop or you're going to smash your TV if I do what I ask you to do something, then just don't worry about it and we'll improvise, okay? So I realize I've forgotten O Sensei's photo. And we will bow in and then we'll do some warm-ups. All right, so here we go. Sorry, let me turn towards you guys. All right, so before we bow in, let's just do a little bit of Shinkokyu. I expand. Compress, even compress your abs. One more, expand. Expand out through the chest, through the arms. Keep the expansion into the compressed palms. And I recommend you close your eyes and notice your breathing. And then I'll give you a verbal cue when it's time to bow in. See if you can make your breaths longer and deeper. All right, let's bow in. Shomani. There. Right. Onegaishimasu. All right. Just warming up. Towards the toes. Right, and turn the body, stretch up through the crown of the head. Other side. Leaning back, same thing. To the side. And other side. Right, towards the toes. Right, legs wide. Toes. Other side. Right, down the center. Right, and turn. Open the chest. Side. Down the center. And feet together. Butterfly. Loosen them up first. Right, pull your center towards your feet. Right, rib cage. Turn more. Other side, open the rib cage. And turn more. And loosen the ankle. Other way. Alternate. And it's bend the toes. And another way. And lengthen out, stretch them out. And widen them. Nice hand massage. And pounding. Check it out. All right, other foot. Twist the ankle. Other way. Both ways. I bend the toes. And other way. Lengthen them. And widen. Like a hand massage. Check it out. Right, on bellies. Up like a snake. To the side. Other side. And alternate. Right, and child pose. Side. And the other side. And drop your shoulder down this way. Other shoulder, you should feel a nice stretch right in here. The attachment point of the pectorals. This time, drop the shoulder and roll the arm like you're getting a Nikkyo pin. See if you can roll the arm even more than a Nikkyo pin would be. Other side. Roll onto your toes. And up. And circles with the knees. Away. And alternate. Bend them. Towards the toes. Bend again. And towards the toes. And toes out, knees out. Into a squat. Keep chest open. Up again. And legs wide. Bend one knee. Other side. I drop the shoulder. Other shoulder. Alternate. And all the way down. Other side. And again. And again. Up. This time the body stays on the center line. Shoulder. Shoulder. This time the legs stay stationary. Should feel it in your lower back and your shoulder blades. Then drop the hips more. Try to keep the chest open. Then stretch the legs out using your arms. Okay, scoop it up. Push it up and out. Again. And this time we'll put the hands just like this. Okay, up over your head, take a step forward, and then shift the weight forward, and then turn to the outside. Should be a really good stretch for the lower back. Other side. Again. And again. And then this time, turning one arm and the other. Palm, one palm up, well, actually both palms up, but then rotating all the way. Nice, yes, exactly. And then some traditional Aikido wrist stretches. So this one is here, here, here. So one more time, here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. So this way, exactly. Then the other side. Hook the thumb over the top. Then from below. Yes. And the other side. And then kotegaishi. Yes. Other side. And sankyo. Other side. And this one. Other side. Switch again. And again. And shake it out. And shake it out again. Last one, big this time. All right. I realize now that someone has moved my weapons just to this closet here. Let me get them. All right. So if you have some weapons, then have them nearby. Again, if you don't, that's okay. And great. Okay. So since we've got a new person today, I'm going to go over some basics, going to go way, way back. And, you know, I've been training 40 years and then suddenly we're on Zoom. And so, but thanks to Zoom, I noticed a lot of flaws, a lot of little things that I've been sort of getting away with. But since Zoom, I've started to really clean up what I'm doing. So for example, this should help on Zoom, and this should help on Zoom, see which foot is doing what. But for example, and by the way, Dave, I think you're like already a black belt. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you're a black belt, I think. Oh, you're not. Oh, okay. Okay, I wanted to make sure I'm not condescending to you.
Not at all. Third cue.
Oh, okay.
Second when I left New York.
Okay, okay, thank you. So you and Ben are not that far apart in rank then. So this is excellent. So Ben, this will be a Zoom review for you. In fact, let me see if I can view you guys a little bit better if I click this. Let's see what happens. Nope. I'll click that. Yeah, back to that. Okay, so, and it was, yeah, Dave. All right, so what happens is that we kind of wing it when we've got this human in front of us that we want to throw. And we're often tempted to just like, okay, the goal is to make him fall down, right? Okay. And so we kind of forget about some things, or maybe we never get taught them. But anyway, one of the things that we're taught is hammi, and it's the stance. And we're taught that, you know, one foot is in front, one foot is behind. But to give a little bit more detail, the back foot should be about 65 degrees off of the center line. Okay. Oops, too close to the camera to see that. So anyway, so back foot is at about a 65-degree angle. Front foot is right next to the line. And what we don't want this back foot or this front foot for that matter to cross this line. It starts to get unstable, all right? So this foot on this side, this foot on that side. Sometimes the pants hide the heel, but if you lift up your pants, you should be able to see that line the whole way, okay? So, and then there's Tenkan, there's Tenshin. And we learn Tenkan. Almost every dojo teaches Tenkan right at the beginning. And so we learn that from this hammi, if we take this over here to about the 65-degree line, then we've done Tenkan. There's also Tenkai. So Tenkai, back foot goes to about 45 degrees rather than 165. Okay. And one reason that I don't teach this to people at the very beginning is because I see people start to go like this. They lose their posture. They lose their natural way of moving in the world. They get all up in their head. So let's try to keep the chest open and the shoulders down. And let's just do it for a little bit. In fact, let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears, way, way back, and then way, way down. Very nice. Then, oh, I didn't do rowing exercise. I digressed. So let's do rowing exercise. Now, for rowing exercise, we want hammi, this foot position. Not like this, not like this, not straight back foot, but again, 65. We want the shoulders up, back, down, and then moving the knee forward, bending that forward knee. All right. And usually when people reach forward with the arms, they collapse their chest like this. All right. And then it becomes all arms trying to pull or push. So let's imagine how a really skilled rower rows and they use the core, right? Any good athlete tries to use the core more than just their arms, especially, but even more than their legs as well. You try to use the core. So keep the chest open. Don't collapse it like that. And use the legs to move your core back and forth, back and forth. And try to keep this open as you do it. All right. Very nice. So we're just reaching out to grab the oars, drawing them back to our core. Let this back knee bend as much as it will. It's not easy to do that. On the way forward, we want to stop this knee where our lower leg is vertical. We don't want to overbend here. Okay. So we'll do the rowing exercise together. If you can do ki in your apartment without your neighbors getting angry, go for it. I can't. So I do kind of a muffled ki. So again, shoulders up, back, and down. Here we go. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. Nice. Okay. Then right leg, 65 degrees. Oh no, this is 45. I need one more line here. So right foot is at a 65-degree angle. Front foot is straight. Maintain this line between the two heels. Okay. Shoulders up, back, down. Here we go. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. And this one is left hand over the right and palms together. And we envision compression. So we keep a pocket, a space, but we imagine like an inflatable ball, a balloon that you can't quite completely deflate, but trying to deflate it. Keep the shoulders down, keep the chest open. Hey, okay. All right. So I had a couple challenges, technical challenges today. I'm going to move this over to be in line with my center line. And let's start off. Dave, do you have any weapons at all or no weapons?
Oh, the only thing I found is a broom, and I can't even take the thing off. But
that's okay. That's okay. So you do what you want. You've got a couple choices then. You can use that broom, and if that works, that's great. You might even do better just pretending to have a sword or a short sword or a staff. So it's up to you. And you can go back and forth and try them both actually. So up to you. Let's start off with the sword or an imaginary sword. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, good idea. Okay. But don't smash any lamps. So, okay. Then it comes to the side. Yeah. All right. And we're not going to do typical Aikido sword kata. What we're going to do is we're going to look at our movement and our alignment within our body. And by the way, I almost forgot to mention it, Dave. I really encourage people to find opportunities to look away from the screen. It sounds counterintuitive. So obviously there are a lot of times that you do need to look at the screen because I'm showing you what to do. But, if you notice, for example, when we had our hands like this and we were shaking, no need to look at the screen then. And I find that helps people avoid Zoom fatigue. So you might be super familiar with Zoom. I don't know, but anyway, that's one of the things that seems to help a lot of people. So let's begin with the right hummy. And back foot is 65 degrees. Front foot straight along this line. Okay. The right hand is at the top of the handle. Left hand is at the bottom of the handle. And the way we want to grip it, most people with no training, of course, they just come and they grab it like this. What we want to do is we want to put this knuckle on the top edge of the handle. And same for this hand, that knuckle goes on the top edge. Okay, so most people do this, but we want it like this. And that necessitates your hands, your arms coming into the sword at an angle like this, rather than if you grab it side to side, your arms can come in at a 90-degree angle. So if you notice this angle, if you notice a 90-degree angle, something's gone wrong. Looks nice. Looks great, Dave. Okay. So let's first practice some cuts and tenshin. And so first, let's just, from here, we lift the sword, and we're going to do tenshin. So the back foot going 45 degrees over that way. And kesagiri as we do it. Very nice. Yes. Switch a hanmi. Back foot 65 degrees, front foot straight along the line. Tenshin. Yes. Check your posture. Freeze at the end of your cut. The tendency is to end your cut like this, with your chest like that. See if your chest is open. If it's not, open it. Yeah, drop the shoulders, open the chest. Okay, right hanmi again. Oh, too close to my wall. Right, tenshin. Stretch up through the crown of your head, eyes at about eye level, and keep the chest open. Yes, left hanmi. Right, tenshin, kesagiri. Good, then stretch up through the crown of your head. Yes, nice. Okay, then let's try some tenkan. Right hanmi, left foot 65 degrees. And then we're going to do tenkan, so almost 180 degrees, but about 165 to be more exact. Most books will tell you that tenkan is 180, but our group, we usually do 165. I feel, and my senpai feels, that it's more natural for the human body. Okay, going a full 180 is kind of grinds the joints, so it's not natural, not efficient. But 165, you can do without lasting damage after years and years of practice. Okay, so a few more of those. You can do them at your pace. Yeah. At the end of every cut, make an effort to keep the chest open. Actually, through the cut, make an effort to keep the shoulders down and the chest open. And at the end of the cut, check to see what's going on in your body. Yeah, looks good. Continue. Let me get closer to my screen. Ben, nice. Nice. Yes. Nice, Dave. Open the chest again now, Dave. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Keep the chest open. Okay, then one more thing, Dave. Kesagiri, I'll do it facing the camera this time. So kesagiri, first of all, when we're getting ready to cut, the back foot is straight. We're maintaining this line between our feet. The back foot is straight. Then as we cut, it's a diagonal cut to about knee level of our attacker. Okay, so don't stop it here. Let it continue to about knee level. Also, then when I say that, sometimes the tendency is to go way out there. There's no other way to say it. It's very gruesome. You're cutting through a human. These cuts come from samurai times, of course. You're cutting through a human. You're not cutting through a bus, you know. So here, and then the heel drops as you make this diagonal cut. and it only needs to be slightly diagonal. And it stops at knee level of your attacker, okay? And we're doing that as we're turning, which is no small feat. So actually, let's try some kesagiri without the movement first. And again, big review for you, Ben. I hope you find these reviews as interesting as I do. Great, thanks. Yeah, as many years as we train, these reviews are super interesting. So I have to be careful of the wall behind me. But again, here we are, the back foot is straight. And then this is right over our head. And then we cut. And it comes down to a, yes, very nice, Dave. Diagonal cut. Then we come up to the center again, turn our body, back foot is straight. Cut again, same direction. Interestingly then, this left hand, well, let me explain it in more detail. So there are basically 3 body positions. And again, I'm 6th Dan, training nearly 40 years, never thought about this until Zoom. Thank goodness, it's kind of revolutionized my Aikido. But anyway, when this back foot is straight, then our belly button is facing forward. Our belly button intersects this line here, the center line, right? If we drop that heel, it turns our hips, doesn't it? Just by dropping the heel. So when we're in Hammi, our center line shifts from here to here. And then if we do irimi and put this back foot at 90 degrees, now our center line is here. So we kind of have 3 body positions. Irimi body with our center line here. Our attacker's coming this way. The most typical situation that we do this for is when there's a shomen strike, and we get out of the way of it. At 3rd kyu, I'm sure you did irimi nage from shomen strike, right? So that's irimi body is used for that. And then hammi body, we often use for the end of shihonage. So our center line is here. We've got our partner's wrist. We throw here, don't we? And then shomen body, we usually use, at least for the beginning of ikkyo, shomenuchi ikkyo. Okay, so each of these different body positions has its advantage. One is good for this, one is good for that, and they all have to do with this back foot, whether it's at 90 degrees, 65 degrees, or straight. And to straighten it, usually the heel comes up off the floor just slightly. Yeah, so when we're doing our cuts, if we're doing a straight cut, so kiri otoshi or ippo giri, then the back foot remains straight with the heel slightly off the floor, either in right hammi or left hammi. And we end at, for our purposes in this practice, we're ending at with our sword at knee level. Exactly, looks right. It's hard for me to tell on Zoom how far a person's sword has gone down. Anyway, so this left hand stays on the center line. So if we're doing straight cuts, the center line intersects my belly button. If we're doing kesa cut, then my center line is mirrored here, and my back foot is at 65 degrees. So now this left hand is here on this, not on this line, but this line, the new center line, because I'm in hammi. Or if I show you on this side, right hammi. Here. So we don't take the left hand over here. We let the left hand come down this new center line. My center line was here, intersecting with my belly button. Now it's here, my hummy line. Very nice. Yes, but now keep your left hand here, not over there. Sword goes there, hand drops right down here. It's crazy. Almost. Bring it over a little bit further towards the camera. Yes. And then, yes, better. Yes. So that this left hand is going down your center line. And your body is turning a little bit. Yes. Okay, so let's do a few more of those with Tenshin and then Tenkon. First Tenshin a few more times. Tenshin again is 45-degree step behind. Change to the other hummy, to left hummy. Now I'm going to take the right foot this way. Yeah, and most people, when they think 45, they go this way, but we want to take it the counterintuitive way, behind this foot. There it is. Beautiful, Dave. Right hummy. Take the left foot the counterintuitive direction, which means behind. There you go. Beautiful. A few more of those at your own pace. Yes. Then stretch up through the crown of the head, through the cut, and especially at the end of the cut. Right. Straight up. Good. Open the chest at the end of the cut too. Open. Stretch up through the head. Oh, much better. Big change. Yes. And now I'm going to add to your to-do list. Also, keep the eyes at your would-be attacker's jaw. Okay, don't let your eyes come down like this, because then usually the chest collapses. Yeah. So here, especially at the end of the cut, imagine looking at your attacker's jaw. There it is. Big change, Dave. Nice. Yes. Okay. Then let's do Tenkang, 165-degree turn. Oops. Same rules apply. At the end of the cut, look at your partner's jaw. Don't let your eyes drop and look at their feet. And continue. Yep. Let it go all the way down to knee level at the end of the cut. Yes. Ben looking nice. Yeah. Yes. Good day. Yes. Okay. So then we're going to take it a step further. And this is the way we normally, if I do teach Tenshin and Tenkan to beginners in my dojo, that's the way I teach them. But as we get more proficient, and maybe you've done it this way, Dave, actually, as we get more proficient, whether you noticed it or not, you might have been taking a step first. So the back foot takes a step as you raise the sword, and then we do tenshin, this going this way. Or left hanmi, right foot steps forward as the sword raises, and then tenshin. There it is. Yes. Just 45 degrees. We don't want to go to 90, by the way. Okay, right hanmi, left foot forward, tenshin. Yeah, nice. Left hanmi, right foot forward, tenshin. All the way to knee level. So many things to remember. Left hanmi. Oh, no, right hanmi. Still just tenshin for the moment. Just 45 degree turn. Yeah, nice. Right hanmi. Left step forward. Tenshin. Very nice. Okay. So then, what we'll do is we'll take it closer and closer. You'll maybe I won't say where we're going with this and see if it comes to you. You'll probably notice. So we step forward now, tenshin in this cut, and then there's always a parry, right? The next cut, counterattack, counterattack, counterattack. So in preparation for that, we bring this to seigan. Seigan is now Chomen body, okay? And our right foot is back. So now we step forward with the right. We leave the sword, well, I don't have enough room. Anyway, I move my feet, leave them where they are, but just move them so that you're facing the opposite direction. A pivot, no steps. And then another kesa cut. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Then let's do the other side. Right hanmi. Forward. Oops, I'm sorry. Left hanmi. Left hanmi. Left hanmi. Forward with the right. Tenshin. Seigan. Step through. Cut. Yes. Should be in right hanmi at the end of that one. I think you were. One more right hanmi now. Step with left. Tenshin. Seigan namae. Step through. Arms above. Turn. Cut kesa again. Should be in left hanmi. If not in left hanmi, we have to figure out what went wrong. Okay, now left hanmi. Step. Tenshin. Seigan namae. Step through, hands up. Turn. Cut kesa. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I'm going to switch to shoto. Ben, you can get your shoto also. And Dave, you can, a shoto, this is how long my shoto is. A little bit less than the length of my arm. So if you don't have one, well, if you want to buy one, let me know, and then we can, you can purchase one. But for now, you could simply hold what you've been using as a sword. You could hold it here, but sometimes people conk themselves in the head when they do that. You can also use like a wooden spoon from your kitchen, or if none of that works, then you can pretend. So it's up to you.
Pretty short, actually.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's start off with it in our right hand and right hanmi. Okay, and since we are in a traditional martial art that's coming from sword, so sword is always in front of our center. Okay, and And our center right now is we're in hum-me body, back foot 65. So it's not eating me with the sword over here. It's right here, just next to the belly button. Same footwork that we just finished. Step with left, tenshin with a diagonal cut. Other way, Dave. There it is. Yes. Then seigangamai. Step forward. Turn. And now switch the hands. Switch your weapon to the other hand and cut down. Very nice. Yes. Okay, left hum me now. And see if some technique comes to mind, Dave. And again, we don't want it over here. We want it here. Zoom is a great opportunity to really pay attention to detail. So, okay, here we go. Step, tenshin. Yes. Seigangamai. Step forward and pivot. Cut down.
Switch hands.
I'm sorry, switch hands. Yeah. I was so focused on what you guys were doing, forgot about me. Okay, right hum me and right foot forward. Step, tenshin, seigangamai.
Right.
Step forward, pivot, switch hands, cut. Left hum me, left hand. Step and tenshin. There it is, seigangamai. Step forward, turn, switch hands, cut. Very nice. Just a couple more. Same thing. Right foot forward, right hand, step, tenshin. Seigangamai. Step through with the right foot. Yes, switch hands. And down. Whole time think about keeping your chest open. Left hum me, left step and cut. Seigangamai. Step through with the left. Switch hands, cut. Yes, continue please, your own pace. Nice bend. Okay, and then Dave, looks like your brain cramped. You were doing it beautifully before. And now what we want to do, just a reminder, we step with this one. We're not cutting on this step. We're cutting on the tenshin. Okay. And then here, here, and there. So step on, cut on tenshin. Here, step forward, and I'm sorry. Yes. Here, tenshin. On this turn, that's when we're cutting. So right hum me, for example. I step with left, and as I do tenshin, I cut diagonally. Other way. There, yes. Now point it forward and step through with the right. Turn, no extra steps though. Leave the feet right where they are. Yes. So that's what beginners do oftentimes. They take that extra step at the end, and then the person locks their wrist there. They can't throw them in the technique that we're going towards. Okay. And match up. If the right foot is forward, then hold the shoto in the right hand. So one-handed grip for weapons it's very interesting. It changes more than you would predict. So right foot, and then the right hand is holding the weapon. There you go. Yes, step through. Good, and then change hands. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Continue. Match up your feet though. Oops, that's the problem. So match up your feet. You've got it in the left hand. Start with the left foot forward. There you go. Yep. And step with the right. Tenshin. Yeah. Yes. Seigangamai. Step through. Turn. Oops. When you turn, just leave your feet right there. This last turn. That way you're right next to your partner. So let me spill the beans here. Any idea what technique this is looking like? No, shihonage. Yeah. So, for example, if we're doing katate dori shihonage, partner's coming this way to grab the wrist. I step here. Now my partner's over here. I take a hold of their wrist. I come up through here. My partner's still over here. I turn. I take a hold of their wrist with this other hand, and then I throw them shihonage, right? So, so what we often see is here, here, and then on this turn, even in the dojo, human to human, when we're training in person, people like to take this step out here. But my partner now is all the way over here. Here's my partner. And now I'm just yanking on their wrist. And it doesn't work. They laugh at you. Okay? So you want to just stay put at the end there by just keeping your feet in place, the turning. Yep. Go when you're ready. Yeah. Looking good. Yes. Then step up and through. Good. Leave your feet there. Turn. There it is. Yes. Beautiful. Continue at your own pace. Okay, start that one again, Dave. Keep the weapon in that hand, but there you go. There you go. Yep. It's gonna go good now. Yes. Yes. Good. Wow, Ben, your cuts are getting so defined now. So clean. Uh-huh. Yeah. Beautiful, Ben. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's put the weapon aside for a moment. Okay. So now, Dave, this next part is fun, but there's a part of me that goes like, this is so hokey. But anyway, we throw each other through Zoom, but it's surprisingly beneficial. So let's do this. In fact, I'll switch to gallery view at this point so that I can see everybody easier. Okay. So let's do this. We'll have both of you, so Dave and Ben, with your left hand, so gyakuhame, with your left hand, you'll grab my right wrist, okay? And I'll be throwing. So, so actually, yeah, I'll stand in right hame. So, okay, grab with your left hand, pretend to grab through Zoom. There it is, in here, good. No need to fall all the way down, but yeah. Okay.
I didn't feel it.
Yeah, it's a little hokey, but if you move with it, it actually is interesting. But it's for us East Coaster. I'm an East Coaster too, and Ben is too. Two Philadelphia people with a New York person. being all California here, crystals and candles throwing through Zoom. But anyway, so let's give it a try. And this time your right hand grabs my left wrist. Good. Then you can move with it. So you would be coming this way, Dave. And then I come up and through. Exactly. Turn. Here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Fall or don't fall. It's okay. Two more. Your left hand grabs my right wrist. Good. 8. Yeah. Up and through. And down. Mm-hmm. And your right hand grabs my left wrist. And also I know that, yeah, I've trained with some New York people. They like to do atemi also, or yokomen cut. So you could think of that too here on this tenshin. Anyway, so we do tenshin, then up and through, and down. Yes, nice. Okay, and then I'll take the ukemi from 2 people. It's kind of crazy. Let's do you guys in right hum me. Okay, right hum me off of your wrist. There we go. Okay, here. Then step and tenshin. Nice bend. Yes. And up through here. Yep. Good. And throwing. Yes. Nice. Okay, your left wrist. Good. Step and tenshin. Nice bend. Wow. Yeah, good. Yes. And remember, Dave, for this one, you only need tenshin. So not tenkan all the way back here, but just tenshin, just 45 degrees. Okay. The whole thing is contrived, of course, throwing each other through Zoom, but it's kind of messing with my brain because Ben is turning this much and you're turning this much. So it's the craziest ukemi. Okay, so I couldn't quite hear that. Let's do your left wrist. There you go, Ben. Nice. Yep, good. Step forward, then just 45-degree turn. Very nice, both of you. Great. Oh, too much, Dave. Little less for this particular one. What you're doing is fine, but it's.
Can you just do it once? Because I'm not.
Absolutely, absolutely. So here, it's what we've been doing. But see, when we get another human, we start doing different stuff. So from here, person grabs and step forward and just 45 degrees. There it is. Yes. Then we step forward and through, turn, and cut. Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, and why don't you give me your right wrist? Good. Okay, forward step and then tenshin. Yes, just 45 degrees now, Dave. There it is. Yes. Good. Now up and through this way.
I don't know.
Almost. Better this time. It's getting there. And your first Zoom class, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and now give me your left wrist, please. Good. Step forward and then just 45-degree turn. Good. Beautiful, Dave. Good. Oh, darn, too much.
I don't know.
Good. Good, Ben. Yeah. Good. Okay, let's switch again. I'll throw you guys. And sometimes it's easier getting thrown. Okay, so you're grabbing with your left wrist, your left hand, and just one hand, Dave. You grab my, yes, okay. So here, yes, nice. Then I step up and through, I turn, and throw. Yeah, good enough. Your right hand grabs my left wrist. Yeah, good. Yeah, yep. Excellent. Come up in front of you, turn, and there. Excellent. Yeah. Your left hand to my right wrist. Good. 8. I come up in front of your face, turn, cut down. Yeah. Last one, your right hand, my left wrist. Good. Yes. I come up in front of you, turn, there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. Time is it here? 7 o'clock. Gonna be overtime.
What time did you go until?
7 o'clock. But we'll go
Okay.
2 minutes over or so. So anyway, very nice. Let's warm down. Let's sit down. All right. And expand, stretch out. Again. Really expand through the chest, not just the arms. Keep expanding, but the palms compress into each other. Stretch the crown of the head up. I recommend that you close the eyes. I'll let you know when it's time to bow out. And really stretch the spine out. Think about stretching the spine downward and upward. Hey, okay, let's bow out. Even now, stretch the chest, expand the chest, stretch the crown of the head up. Show my knee. Right. Right. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Very nice. Thank you. We usually take a moment at the end of each class, Dave, to introduce new people or let new people introduce themselves, and also if there's any Q&A or anything like that. So obviously my name is Leah Suzuki and I'm the head instructor, and this is my hojo, my home dojo. But anyway, and I'm originally from the East Coast, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and 10 years in Japan, and now about 20, going on 25 years back in the US. About 21 or 2 of those have been in California, 4 or 5 of which have been in LA. So nice. That's me. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And Ben, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi.
Dave, can you see? Yeah, you can see Ben?
Yep.
All right, good.
Yes. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm also from Pennsylvania, the Lehigh Valley specifically. My sister actually lived in New York for a while, so when I lived in New Jersey for a little bit, so I visit her often. But I've been living out here in Los Angeles for about 3 or 4 years now, and I've been doing Aikido with AKI for about a year, mostly through COVID classes. But yeah, it's been really nice. But I'd previously done about a year or so worth of training at a dojo in Philadelphia a few years ago. So I'm still kind of relearning a lot of the same stuff.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm Dave. I've been in LA since 2012. Before that, I was in New York and studied at Shin Budokai on 14th and 8th, and just fell in love with that place, and studied with Imazuma. I think that's his name.
Imaizumi Sensei. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Who studied with Ushiba, the founder, and he was just amazing. I went back to New York a year or 2 ago, and he was still teaching at like 80, and it's like incredible. And I just love that place. One of the things I really miss about New York. But I came out here and I tried a few places, and I just didn't find a home. So I'm just looking for an Aikido home, and